Welcome to the Kuttin Loose Podcast, everybody. My name is Marek Cheranet. I'm one of the co-hosts of the podcast. And on today's episode, we have a great comedian, producer, our very own Benny Nwokeabia.
My man.
What's going on, Benny?
Good to see you, bro. Good
Likewise, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. How are you? How's everything?
Good, bro. First time in Atlanta. I'm enjoying myself. It's been amazing so far.
Okay.
All love. Shout out Atlanta.
Heck yeah. What you have to tell us what brought you down to Atlanta? What are you doing here? Are you visiting a cousin? What's happening?
Coming down to Atlanta was so this year they did the S.F.N.A. Ethiopian Festival. So I'm half Nigerian, half Ethiopian. And me and my business partner were like, this would be a good opportunity to do a show. You know, they've never done a comedy show at this festival before.
Right. Shout out to S.F.N.A.
Yeah, shout out to S.F.N.A. And so we did one. It was a success. It was dope. Sold out. It was great.
Heck yeah.
So I just came to see the arbitrage in ATL and from all over, really.
Amazing, bro. Yeah, amazing. Man. And I heard you had a pretty cool host for the event.
Yeah, dog, there was this dude named Marek, bro. He bumped. No, I'm just kidding. That was dope. It was dope. It was a good vibe. It was a good vibe. It was dope, man. Everybody loved it. Everybody had a good time. And, bro, I wish I could do it again.
Yeah. And how many people end up coming? Like,
it was like 220.
220,
yeah. So it was a vibe.
Sold out crowd.
Sold out.
Amazing. So shout out to everybody that came to Diaspora Comedy.
Yes, Diaspora Comedy, bro. Come through. It was
a huge event. And tell us a little bit more about how you came about starting Diaspora Comedy. Was like a passion project or how did that? Yeah.
So I was always noticing that, like, I live in DC. I'm from DC. And, you know, DC, they call it Chocolate City. But, man, there was never really any black rooms. The only way you go to black rooms is if you go to Baltimore. And stuff like that, you know what I mean? Now, so I wanted a black room, but I also wanted one for African people in the diaspora, people that talked about having immigrant parents, the whole nine, because that's a unique experience.
Very.
And so me and my business partner, E.T., we started thinking about that, and then I got my man, Sanai, who's a DJ, Sanai Sounds.
I met him Thursday.
Yeah, he's the man. And so we just kind of put our brain cells together and came up with Diaspora Comedy. Ironically, that's also DC.
Right. I was looking at the logo. It's the letters DC and then Diaspora Comedy.
We're just our message is spreading laugh and culture, spreading culture through laughs.
And it's a fairly new venture, right?
Yeah,
it hasn't been around that long.
Not even a year.
Not even a year.
Yeah, but we've already done. We sold our shows in Toronto. We sold every show that we've had in DC so far. Atlanta's been the next out of town one we've done.
For sure.
And then we're gonna try to go to a couple other places: Dallas, Seattle, LA.
For sure,
the whole nine.
We're gonna stay tuned with those events.
Yeah,
and man. Shout out Sanai and ET by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Mandem.
Cool dudes. Yeah, I just met everybody on that day that we had our show. So it was a cool experience for me too. How do you find the scene in Atlanta, having been here a few days now?
I wish I really could have done more comedy in Atlanta. We had a bunch of other events that we were doing. So the comedy was only one night. I tried to hit up like a couple places, like the Don't Tell and stuff like that, but they weren't having shows this weekend. But I definitely plan on coming back to Atlanta.
For sure, man.
I want to see what it's like. Because the S.F.N.A. show was dope, but that's like arbitrage from all over the country come, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
So it's very specific to that. But I want to do an Atlanta show.
For sure,
I want to see what ATL's about.
For sure.
So I plan on coming back for sure.
And we'd love to have you back.
Yeah,
man.
no question.
Anytime at all. Did you check out the tournament while you were here?
Yeah, I went to the tournament. It was sick. Yeah. It was dope, man. Had like one thing that was weird was like little kids coming up and being like, I've seen you on Instagram.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's always bizarre because you'll never see the impact that you're making until like a 7-year-old comes and goes, I watched your videos. I was like, oh word, I was talking about some wild stuff and then, you know what I mean? Like, so maybe you shouldn't watch that.
Right. I wish you didn't see it.
Yeah, what am I gonna do? But yeah, it was pretty dope, man. It was dope.
That's awesome.
The was dope.
And it's like a full circle moment knowing that you're influencing the next generation with laughter and comedy. Because now you're a role model to them and you don't even realize it.
I ain't a good role model. Don't pick me. You know what I mean? But I'm just making people laugh.
That's it.
That's the key. That's what we all in it for, right?
Yeah, and the fact that for me personally, I've been doing comedy a year and a half. That was the biggest Ethiopian crowd I've ever seen at Diaspora Comedy.
Yeah.
So that was one of those moments where it's like, oh, this is the next level.
It can be a thing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's a beautiful thing that you guys started from the grassroots. And funny story, we were passing out flyers before the show.
Yeah.
And I knew it was going to be fun because I left about 20 flyers at this Ethiopian gas station.
Okay.
Came back the next day, they're all gone.
All gone. Damn, all the uncles pulled up.
All the uncles pulled up.
What is this comedy?
Comedy, where? You know, So that
Big
was
vibes.
beautiful, man.
Big
So
vibes.
we knew from the whole week the anticipation was there.
Yeah.
So the turnout, as wonderful as it was, we weren't surprised. Like people
All right,
knew
well, I'll tell you
about
this.
it. You
From
know
my
what I'm saying?
perspective as a producer, I was surprised, dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I curse on this? Yeah, right?
We can't lose, man.
Oh, okay,
Say
my
whatever
fault,
you
my fault.
want.
Yeah, so
No, you can cuss is what I'm saying.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
no, I
okay.
get you. But yeah, so ultimately, it was Africans. I don't know what it is about Africans, bro, but they buy tickets late.
Mm-hmm.
If you seeing this and you want to go to a show, buy your ticket now, today. Do it right now, bro, because I'm so tired of people buying tickets late. I landed here on Wednesday. We probably had like 70 tickets sold.
So most of them were sold.
Wednesday, yeah. No, Tuesday. Tuesday we had 70 tickets sold. Mind you, the show's Thursday.
2 days.
220 sold. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, that, as a producer, that's just stress. You're like, bro,
Yeah.
ain't nobody gonna come,
Yeah,
bro. You know, we out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, day of and stuff like that, people hit you up like, are they gonna take it to the door? Da, 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 da. Ticket sales are going up. You're like, all right, I can relax now.
Yeah, this may be me telling your business a little bit, but I remember the moment you saw the notification on your phone saying the show was about to sell out or something like that.
Okay.
It was the day of the show. It was like hours before we started.
Yeah.
So,
No, it sold out. It sold out probably like 3 or 4 hours before the show.
Okay.
And so we added tickets.
Oh wow.
And so them tickets that you saw me that said sell out, those were the added tickets.
Oh wow. So that was
Yeah.
the second
wave. Like we just
yeah.
added a whole nother tier of tickets. And then that sold out and we was just like, all right, man, we gotta cut it because this is about to get crazy.
We about to
and
get
then we had to
wild,
turn
yeah.
people back at the door.
Wow. That's beautiful,
So
man.
it was a vibe still,
That's
man.
beautiful.
It was a
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah. So anyway, buy your tickets early next time,
Yeah, bro,
people.
cut that out, man. Buy some tickets.
That's
Sorry,
awesome.
my bad.
Tell us more about your start in comedy, Benny. Like you've been going at it for a few years now, and already you're doing big things. How did it all get started for you?
I was living in New York, and I was working this job that I hated. It was like eating at my soul. Terrible job. But like, people think it's like the American dream. Like I was working in Times Square, had the apartment in New York, all that good stuff. And then one day I was walking home from work. I was living in Harlem at the time, and there was this like little this place called Harlem Nights, kind of like the movie with Eddie Murphy and yeah. And so this place called Harlem Nights, and they was doing an open mic night. I was like, man, I'll just go check it out. I always loved comedy before, I never tried it. And then I seen it, and this dude just like bombed, bro. Like worse than I've ever seen anyone bomb. They walked him out the venue. No lie, no gas. They
Will
walked him out the venue.
Palomino by chance?
Huh?
Was his name Will Palomino?
Will Palomino? Nah. I heard Will's a killer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so yeah, that happened. And then like I was like, man, I feel like I'm funnier than that. You know what I mean? I can do that. You know what I mean? So I just started. I never stopped.
Good, man. So
never
you got
stopped.
your start in New York.
In New York, yep.
Wow.
And I started trying to run around the scene in New York.
Because most people don't get to New York until they've done like 5, 6, 7 years of comedy,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they move to New York.
Yeah, the landscape is changing now though, but that tends to be the
For sure.
regular way of doing things.
And you told me something off air where you mentioned that you can do things on your own now, where the gatekeepers aren't the same way like 10 years ago, 20 years ago versus now. You can do things on your own, like the Diaspora Comedy thing.
Word.
So has that played a role, like the entrepreneurial spirit of doing things on your own? Has that played a role in your comedy career too?
Social media's changed the game. Nowadays, as much work if you put in work on social media, you can get real results out of it. I'm a living testimony of that.
For
You know what I mean? Like there was what I did was, and I learned this. I was talking about this on air, off air too. Was like rappers like La Russell and like Russ is also another rapper. Ironically, they both have the same name, but they're two guys that like built it from the ground up. And what I did was what really like kind of blew me up on social media, and I'm not all the way blown up or nothing like that, but kind of got me some traction. Was I said to myself, I'm gonna post a new clip every day for a month. And ironically, when I made that intention, the first day I posted a clip, it went viral. Now, that could be luck, that could be whatever, but if I didn't make that intention in my head, like, I'm going to do this, it'll never happen.
You're right.
So I just kept going, and I just kept building on that momentum, and then it started getting reposted a couple of different places, and lo and behold, like, it hasn't stopped since.
So it all started with that initial intent of, hey, this is what I'm going to do.
And I was working real hard at stand-up. Like, I was doing the shows constantly, working on material, working on bits, doing all that. But, like, I ain't want to end up a comedian that, like, couldn't travel and because my goal is to just
Sell
travel
tickets.
and talk That's all I want to do.
Right.
I want to get paid to travel and talk.
And
I was like, how can I make this goal happen?
how do you keep the balance between performing on stage every night and then social media during the day?
It sucks. I hate social media.
Same, me too.
I love it. I love every single one of y'all that support me and follow me. I love y'all if y'all see this, but I hate social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a lot. There's a lot going on there. But I mean,
it's a full-time job.
A necessary
Yeah.
evil.
No,
So
I
to
got
speak.
100%. And
Yeah.
it's, do you have a team?
Nah, all me.
All you.
Yup.
So you edit your own stuff.
Yep.
You record your own stuff.
Yup.
Wow.
If you see me going to shows, I'll be with a little backpack, have a camera that looks just like that one.
I
You
saw
know
it.
what I
I
mean?
saw it on Thursday. You had it.
Bro.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
my little computer, got my little iPad. I'll record on the way back from shows, or edit on the way back from shows. I'll do all that.
And do you have a schedule for these things, or is it based on what you feel is
I
right
should
in the
be more
moment?
scheduled, but as of late, because I've been doing a lot, it's just been a little bit more sporadic.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
But I look at the Instagram analytics. I try to figure out what time of day is the best to post, when my followers are most active, little things like that.
Very cool. I like how you also are very like methodical about these things. The fact that you're looking at these insights,
For sure.
seeing when is it the best time to post and
Yeah,
stuff
nothing's
like
by
that.
accident. Everything's planned.
That's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From the outside, it looks like, oh, whoa, it just happened.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I was plotting.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's a lot of work behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Necessary.
the iceberg effect. People only see what's at the tip. They
And
don't
that's okay
see,
with me.
Yeah.
Because then they think it's like magic, and I'm cool with that.
I love that. See, that's the African in you. I ain't gonna lie. That's how we are. We're like,
Yeah.
they'll see the results.
Yeah,
but
don't
then-
worry. Don't worry about me, bro. Just
Yeah.
don't mind me.
Yeah.
That's what my dad always says. My dad's Nigerian. Don't mind me. I'm just going to be over here. You do your thing. Nah, that's what I say all the time. Don't mind me.
Could you tell us more about that? Because you have a very unique sort of background.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my dad is Nigerian, Igbo. My mom is Ethiopian. Actually, she's half Ethiopian and Eritrean. My grandpapa's Eritrean. And so I'm all mixed up. And I lived in Addis till I was 6. Yeah, and then once I left Addis, I actually moved to Switzerland, Geneva, in Europe. I lived there till I was like 15. My mom still lives out there. So that was cool, you know what I mean? That was interesting because I got that European vibe too.
Sure.
So I understood the African vibe, the European vibe, and the American vibe. Even though I sound like I'm from Brooklyn
No,
or something,
literally,
you know
I
what
was
I
just
mean,
about to
right?
say.
I was just good with accents. I could always pick them up.
Yeah.
So I started like practicing. I started making myself be able to assimilate.
Yeah.
So that way no one really know what's going on up here. They just think I'm some regular dude.
Right.
But whole time I'm, you know what I mean? Like
You're adapting.
my perspective is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Can you do an Atlanta accent by chance?
What going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What up, twin? What up, twin?
What's good, twin? Tight shit.
Yeah, bro. So I just pick up accents well, you know, and like, so that always helped. So I just mess around with that.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, my background is all messed up. It's all everywhere. Messed up is not the right word. It's just mixed up.
It's diverse, mixed
Yeah.
up for sure,
Combination.
man. With Igbo, what do you speak in that?
Igbo, it's called Igbo. The
it
language
is
is
just
called
Igbo.
Igbo.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah, the language is
gotcha.
called Igbo. I don't speak it though.
I got you. Your dad
Yeah.
does.
My
I'm
dad
assuming.
does, yeah. But my dad spoke English. Between my parents, their mutual language was English.
Was English,
My mom,
yeah.
Marinya,
Yep.
and my dad, Igbo. So between them, it was English. So in the crib, we're speaking English. But when we leave the crib and I go to school, I'm speaking French. So I'm learning both those languages simultaneously. As a kid, it's
Because
easy as a kid
Switzerland.
though.
Yeah,
Switzerland.
yeah.
I lived in Geneva. That's the French speaking side.
Yep.
And yeah, so I would just learn them. But I went to an international school, so I was just with a bunch
You
of kids from
absorbed
everywhere.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you still remember your French, or is that
Yeah, I
gone?
speak fluently.
You speak fluently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bonjour.
Ça va, my man.
That's
Ça va,
all I
frérot.
know. That's
Okay,
it.
well
I know
done.
one word, my
No,
man.
c'est bien. T'as bien fait.
That's
well done.
awesome, man. A quick shout out to our sponsors as we transition
Yes,
into
sir.
the rest of the conversation. This episode is brought to you by True Products. Go to trueproducts.com for the best laundry detergent or anything else that you need for your laundry purposes. As trueproducts.com. 10% off when you use the promo code Kuttin Loose 1. That's KUTTINLOOSC1. Also, shout out to our other sponsor, Champ Boxers. One of the best boxers on the market. I wear them. Jeffrey wears them. I know Case wears them whenever he does wear boxers. Go to champboxers.com to save 25% off when you use promo code CuttinLoose1. That's KUTTINLOOSC, the number 1. Out. All right.
You got a laundry detergent sponsor?
Heck yeah, man.
That's why you smell so good.
No, that's
makes sense now. All right.
Yes, that and Armani.
I was wondering what it was. I was like, damn. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fresh right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Benny.
Already.
Back to the conversation, man. So you have a very unique background. You've kind of lived all over the place.
Work.
So where do you call home? Like what?
The question,
is it the stage or
the question, where are you from, gives me high blood pressure.
I'm sure
that
it does.
question is a tough one, bro.
So
where
how
do
do
I
you
call home?
answer
I
it?
don't know.
Yeah.
Cause I was born in DC, right? And this is the first time I ever lived in DC in the last 2 years.
Wow.
I was born and I moved when I was 2 months old back to Addis.
So you don't even remember any of it?
No, I don't remember anything when I was born. Yeah, for sure. So now is the first time I'm coming back to DC, and I do feel a connection to DC. I like it. You know, me and all my brothers were born in the same hospital, same doctor. You know what I mean?
That's
so I like
also
DC a lot, bro. So right now I call DC home for sure.
older brother, younger?
I have 3 brothers.
Okay.
1 older brother, 2 younger brothers. Shout
One
out Joseph,
older.
Michael, and Aman.
Hey.
Those are my guys.
So you're second.
Second, yeah.
Second. That's what's up, man. Y'all stay in touch.
Of course,
Sure,
very
yeah.
close.
Good.
Very close.
Good.
Very
man.
close.
They're in DC too?
My older brother lives in Bali, Indonesia,
Okay.
and my 2 younger brothers, we live together
That's what's up,
in
man.
the DMV.
Back in DMV.
Yeah.
That's what's up. It's hella Africans over there. So
Yeah,
it's-
plenty.
That's
Yeah, plenty
Yeah, man.
Africans, bro.
Yeah.
For
I haven't. Last time I went to DC was before I started comedy.
Word.
So I just went there to see the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I want to go back and check out the comedy scene over there too.
Yeah, it's dope, man. Pull up on me.
For sure, man.
gonna be a
As
vibe.
soon as I land, you're the first person I'm calling.
Pull up on me,
Hey,
bro.
Benny, where do I go?
Nah, that's
here.
nothing. That's nothing, bro. Just pull up on me, bro.
Oh, love, man. How did you end up choosing that versus other like Abishai cities? Was it just because
Word, yeah. I have family there.
family? Okay.
Yeah, I had a couple aunties out there.
That's what's up.
Those are my only aunties in the States, really.
That's what's
Like
up.
direct, close, like my mom's sisters.
Your mom's side. Gotcha.
Yeah, and I got a couple cousins on the Nigerian side in that area too. So it just made sense.
I got you.
This is during the pandemic I moved. I was living in a shoebox in New York, in Harlem. And I was tired of it. You know what I mean? I was going crazy. Can you imagine me locked down in a shoebox, bro? Nobody there. It was terrible, bro.
You 6'17". I can't see you.
6'17", bro. I'm telling you, bro. I didn't barely fit in my room. It was terrible, bro. And so I just need some more space. I didn't know comedy was gonna be as good as it is in DC. I didn't know that. I didn't move for comedy.
Yeah.
I figured I would just do comedy wherever I was at. Turns out it was the best move I could have made.
So you didn't even think about DC as a comedy city when you
I ain't
moved there?
I ain't even peep it like that, bro. Sometimes it just happens.
Wow.
Yeah.
In a way, you kind of like a trailblazer almost, where you don't know what to expect, so you just go and create it. Like Diaspora Comedy, for
That's
example.
what I try to do. I mean, if I don't do it for myself, nobody's gonna do it for me.
Nobody, yeah,
We ain't getting saved. We
Yeah.
black, bro. That don't happen to us.
they don't care about
You know what I
it.
mean? Yeah. So like we got to do it ourselves.
You got to get it out of the mud, man.
Yeah, that's
How
how
did
I
you and ET link up?
We had mutual friends. My cousin's roommate is a good friend of his, and it was just like I was saying it out loud. Funnily enough, I think that's how a lot of things happen. When you want something and you say it out loud and you kind of preach it, you put it out there. You never know what might come back.
Yes.
So it was just me talking out loud, talking about I want to connect with somebody that's tapped in. I want to start putting on shows. This, and then that dude heard that related to ET. ET happened to be looking into some comedy. Just happened to be.
Just happened.
He also had Sanai, who Sanai was also like, I would love the comedy and DJ thing.
Yeah.
And just, you feel me?
Just clicked.
The universe just started conspiring.
That's how it works, man.
Yeah, bro. If you put it out there, you get it back.
I love that.
That's
so
real.
You kind of manifested it. Then you just spoke it out loud, and
Yeah,
then
I mean,
the
don't make me
universe
sound like a
brought
white
you.
woman. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, dog, I feel you. Yeah, I guess
We
what you're
manifest
saying.
too.
Yeah, nah, for real. Nah, I definitely did. 100%.
We spoke it into existence. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I just, you know what I'm saying, laid the pieces and started working.
What were the early days like? Because you were grinding to get your name out there.
Nah,
It's still kind of the early
before I
days, to be
started
honest.
Diaspora
Yeah.
Comedy, actually, I mean, I was selling out shows on my own. Like I did like Benny and Friends, like I had a show called Applause Break, stuff like that, you know. But they were more like what my crowd looks like. Like my personal crowd is very different than the Diaspora Comedy crowd. My personal crowd is very mixed. I have like white people, Asian people, black people, Indian
Makes
people,
sense.
everybody, you know. Diaspora Comedy is a little bit more niche. You see what I'm
It's
saying?
more for the culture.
Yeah,
almost,
more specifically for that diaspora culture. Now, don't get me wrong. In my stand-up, I talk about my culture a lot.
Oh,
That's just my experience.
Yep.
But yeah. So it's just a different thing to tap into. Just trying to spread the laughs.
Yeah, man.
You feel me?
That's all we doing.
Yeah, dog.
That's all we doing, man.
Yeah, dog.
What about outside of comedy? How do you keep the balance? I feel like you hoop, right? You play
I
basketball.
do. I play ball. Yeah, I play ball in college.
You did?
Yeah, I played at a school in New York called Iona. We did pretty well. You know what I'm saying? We did all right. We won our conference a couple times. Played in March Madness. That was fun.
Come on.
And then, yeah, I didn't play after college. I just kind of did it after that.
I feel that.
Yeah.
But you still kind of hoop around.
I hoop now. Yeah. I played the other day.
Yeah,
Pulled my hammy. I'm getting old.
It's trash, were you at the ASFNA basketball tournament?
Nah, that's the one thing I missed out on. I should have, bro. We were supposed to make a team, bro. We would have won.
Yeah.
But nah, I was too busy, bro. I had too much else to do.
It's a lot
but I would have loved to play.
Yeah.
Next year I'm gonna play for sure.
For sure, man.
I'm gonna make
Where's
my
it
own
gonna be
team.
next year?
I don't know.
Yeah,
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tore my ACL last year. I don't know if I told you about this.
Yeah,
but
you did tell me about that. Sorry about that, bro.
No, you're good, bro. When you said we getting older, I'm like, yeah, I know.
I
feel it.
Serious, bro. Yeah, I remember I called you at the gym the other day.
Yeah, I was doing rehab work when you called me.
That's what's up, bro.
With a bunch of retired old ladies.
Hey,
so
bro,
like,
you gotta get how you live, bro. You gotta make sure your knees are right.
That's it,
we
man.
Need these.
That's it, man. But awesome, man. What about looking into the future, Benny? What are some things you're excited about? Any projects you're working on or that you'd like the world to know about?
We're doing a for Eritrean festivals coming up in DC, and we're gonna do 2 shows for that.
Heck yeah,
that's gonna be fun in DC.
In DC,
that's gonna be a good time. As far as what I got going on, when does this come out?
This comes out in a couple of weeks.
Comes out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Might be too far to promote this, but I'm doing a comedy store in LA.
That's
in October. I got another show that I do called Young, Black, and Funny. And so we did a couple shows in DC. We're trying to go to Philly, but our next move is going to be the Comedy Store in LA. So we just put that down on the calendar. And so look out for that.
How did you get in touch with the store?
I had you know Zainab Johnson? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so me and Zainab are real cool, and she's always in LA. She's always at the Comedy Store. And so I reached out to her. I was like, yo, listen, I'm thinking about doing this show. Would love to do it in LA. With my co-producer, Jasmine Burton. Real funny comic. Hilarious. She's in DC from LA. And so we just put that together, man. She gave me the info, and I reached out to her. You know, we put some stuff together. And so, yeah, that's going to be in October.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
I can't wait.
That's awesome. One night?
Yeah, one night.
Weekend?
We're going to do the Belly Room.
The Belly Room.
Yeah, the Belly Room is cool. Belly Room's only like 70 seats.
Yeah.
And that's not going to be hard to sell out. But I like the idea of, like, it's going to be sold out for sure.
For sure.
And I don't know if you ever performed in the Belly Room. It's like a kill box. Very hard to bomb in the Belly Room type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not just intimate, but, like, it's so set up for comedy. And, like, they're right there. And, like, everything is perfect. Lighting, sound. It's just designed for comedy.
For design, yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
everybody
for
loves
sure.
the Belly Room when they're in LA.
For sure. That's exciting, man. I have yet to do comedy out in the West Coast. So that's my goal is to hit up the scene in the DMV.
Word.
The scene out in LA and Austin. So
Seattle too, bro.
Seattle?
If you can.
Tell me more
fun.
about that. What's
I did a comedy competition in Seattle called the Seattle International Comedy Competition. Check it out. Everybody here that's a comic, you should try to get on that. And it's a comedy competition that's a month long. One full month. And the way it works is we ended up doing like 14 theaters. It's all theater shows. Nothing. If you've never done theater shows, this is a good way to get into theater shows because you don't have to promote. You just got to perform.
how many seats are we talking? Like
Each one varied, like 200, 900, 600, 700. Like it was just 14 of them.
wow.
And it's been going 45 years. So it's like a big thing in Seattle, right? It's a West Coast thing. And so the way it works is there's 1 week of preliminaries. 5 people get picked from the first week, and they all go home. Second week, there's another comics. 5 people get picked from that, and then you move to the semifinals. Semifinals, there's 10 comics left. Then you perform, 10 comics. They pull 5 from that. 5 go to the final. And it's a real interesting scoring system. Like you know, regular like jokes, funny, originality, whoop-de-whoop. All right. But at the end of it, at the end of every performance, the crowd gets a chance to give you an encore point. So if they clap loud enough for 10 seconds, you get an extra point. That's the game changer in the whole thing. If the crowd really likes you, they'll give you that point. And that can change everything, bro.
So even if you may not be, like, it's not just about one thing. It's
not about
also,
one. Nah, it's about an accumulation of all your points.
A bunch of different things.
Because what they do is over that first week, you probably perform in 7 theaters. They take they drop your lowest score and they average that. You know what I mean? So it's like
there's a chance for you to redeem yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And every place is a little different. Like, you know what I mean? It's not just Seattle. This is all Washington State. We probably had like 3 shows in Seattle. The rest were all around Washington State.
All
So you
around.
getting like the old whites, the young whites, maybe like the loggers, you getting the whole mix.
And that will really sharpen you up too, because you're getting a diverse.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I got so much better just doing the competition.
Mm.
Cause you gotta really practice. You gotta really be on point with your set. You gotta understand. You gotta mess around and figure out, maybe, do I add a local reference here so I can get them, you know what I'm on my side at the beginning? Do I not? Do I do this? There's so
Crowd
much
work.
strategy, bro.
Do they do crowd work?
You can do
no?
crowd work, but it's dangerous.
Because it's a
you're on
theater.
a timer.
No,
And if it doesn't
that
go
too.
well, bro, that's your score.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So it's like you gotta really plan that out.
How long were your sets?
So the first round was I think 7 to 8 minutes. Second round 10 to 12. Final was 15 to 20.
15. Okay.
Yeah, and you gotta come. You know what I'm saying? You might get the same judge, so you might gotta come with a different set.
When did you do it? Before you moved to DC or after?
I did it last November.
Oh, okay. So this was recent.
Yeah,
This was recent.
It was a vibe. I came in second.
You came and said,
Yeah,
I was
I
just
lost
about
to
to
my
ask
homie
you.
Brent Lowry. He's very funny.
Brent Lowry.
Very funny dude.
I've heard that name.
Yeah, he's dope. He's out in Portland.
He's important. Okay.
Yeah, he's dope.
Was there did you know like he might be the one to win, or how was the competition when you?
Now it was pretty neck and neck, but by the final,
Yeah.
he had done so well that he had he almost had like a perfect score by the end of it.
So you're like, you deserve
Yeah,
it.
I was a little bit far, not far. I was like not far behind him,
I got you.
but like he took it home and he
I
deserved
got
it.
you.
He did well.
No, I
You know,
get
I'm
it.
I've never
You
been the
can't
person
be
to hate
mad.
it.
Yeah.
No.
What was the prizes for the winner, second place, and all that?
This is where it gets mixy, right? First place gets $5,000. Yeah, first place wins $5,000. Second place wins. I won $3,000. Third place wins like $1,500. You know, $1,750, and it goes down from there.
I got
But
you.
you win money if you're in the top 10.
What about, okay, so that's good at least. So that way people
Yeah.
don't go home discouraged. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because it's
But
not
if you
easy
don't win,
to be,
because you have to pay your way out there.
Ah.
They don't bring you out there.
I mean, yeah, like for flights and hotel,
All
I'm
that, you gotta
guessing.
pay all that.
Do you have to pay to enter the competition?
There might be
Okay.
like a small, like a $35 like
Oh, okay.
submission fee or something like that. But yeah.
And then I was gonna ask you, what about book time? Do you get stage time out of it once you win, or?
So, bro, I'll say this: if I was in Seattle or that area and I had done what I'd done, I'd get booked like crazy because I'm seeing a lot of the people that I was in the finals with. They're getting headlining spots, but I'm on the East Coast. So
yeah.
what they gonna do? Fly me out to come
Every
to the West
time.
Coast? No.
Yeah.
But when I come to the West Coast, that's a nice credit, and it's also a real good credit when you go to Canada. Because a lot of
'Cause
Canadians
right
come
there.
down for the competition. If you win, you can get a performance visa.
Phil was speaking of Canada. Phil was saying he had a show up in
was
Toronto.
just in Canada. Yeah, I think he sold it out, bro. He did his thing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, Phil's funny, bro.
I
That's
love
my
Phil,
man.
man. He's great.
Yeah, shout out Phil.
He's great. Shout out Phil. What was I gonna say? Have you done those international shows yet? Have you gone up to Canada and stuff?
Yeah, we was in Toronto. We saw our show in Toronto like 3 weeks ago.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, with Diaspora Comedy.
Oh, that was the same one. With that's beautiful.
Yeah, we was out in
man.
Toronto. It was dope.
That's
it was a vibe.
beautiful.
And I go to Montreal a lot. I like Montreal a lot.
That's on the opposite side.
Yeah,
right?
I've been to
Near
Montreal like 2-3 times.
Heck yeah. Do you
Yeah.
bust out your French while you're out
Yeah,
there?
I did
a little
French
bit?
comedy.
No way.
Yeah, I did comedy in French. It was dope.
What was that like? It was.
Very different. The language is very different. The nuances are very different. You got to talk. You know what I mean? What they find is very different. Their humor.
Right.
So I wish I could do it more. I just got nobody to practice on. So when I go to Montreal next, I'm gonna try to bring some more French jokes
French
in.
jokes.
Maybe put together like a 10-15 minute French set.
Yeah. That'd be dope, man.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. Cause that's another thing you can put in your arsenal too.
I would love to do a special in both.
Ooh, now you're talking.
That's one of my plans.
That would be dope.
Hopefully, we'll see if we can make it happen.
Je m'appelle Benny.
You know what Omelette du fromage.
You know what I'm saying? Croissant. All right.
Yeah, baguette, dog. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's
yeah.
dope, man. Man, Benny, you're a very interesting guy.
My man.
And you were one of those people who's multifaceted, so you're hard to put in a box. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't talk about myself.
Of course, it's hard to be objective about yourself, but me having known you, I haven't known you that long, but just based on the conversations we've had, I can tell you're very you have many interests.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure. I try to stay childlike.
For sure, man.
I say
That
all the time,
imagination.
everybody should be less childish, more childlike. Two different things. Being childish is like petty or arguing or something like that.
Immature.
Being childlike is being curious, being willing to learn, being willing to ask questions,
Imaginative.
explore, imaginative.
Yes.
Exactly. So I
Yes.
strive to be as childlike as possible.
I love that, man.
Yeah, it's
And
like a
more
stupid-ass
people
little
need to
kid.
be
I'm
like
just a
that.
big ass little kid, dog. I'm a nerd, bro. I
That-
watch
no,
anime,
it's
like that's my
real.
life.
What's your favorite anime?
Oh, bro, I just got into Attack on Titan.
Okay. I've heard of it. I've watched the
Brody.
first episode. That's the one where they broke down the wall and stuff. Come on, El Presidente. Yeah.
Nah, different.
That's the guy Aaron, right?
Aaron. What? Eren Yeager.
See, I brought the nerd out. Here it is.
Nah, yeah, man. Naruto, that's my stuff.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm a big ass nerd, bro.
Okay, so now you got to give me your top 5 nerdiest things about you.
Top 5 nerdiest
anime.
things that I do?
Yeah.
I like chess. I like anime. I like I don't really got a top 5. I just do those things.
Chess and
anime, basketball, comedy. I keep it simple.
Okay, chess. That could almost be like a Netflix show. Chess, anime, and comedy.
Maybe, dog. I don't know, dog. I don't know. If somebody's into black nerds, here I am.
That's awesome. At what point? Because people either grow up with anime or they discover it later.
Me and Naruto grew up at the same time.
Grew up. I got you.
That's
with
my
your
dog.
brothers, I'm guessing. Everybody at the house was watching anime.
Everybody loves anime.
For sure.
We all bang with anime.
Dragon Ball Z, all that.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z I ain't really get into like that, but
Okay.
I like Dragon Ball Z. I be watching the fight scenes.
Okay.
But as far as fully following the anime,
Yeah.
Naruto goes to me.
Okay. Which one do they go Super Saiyan? Is that?
That's Dragon Ball Z.
That's Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I just got into this whole thing. Like my friend recommended Cowboy Bebop. Is that-
Okay, yeah. I
is
heard
that
good
one?
things. I ain't watched it, but I heard good things.
Yeah, okay. He was like, you have to watch that if you're
Demon
gonna watch
Slayer?
anime. It's another one that was
Wait,
recommended.
What day's today? Sunday? New
Sunday.
episode coming out tonight. Oh, we up.
All
I
right,
got
this
excited.
this comes out in 2 weeks,
My
so
bad,
they
my
won't
bad.
know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're still every
New
Sunday.
right.
My bad.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And then there was another one someone recommended. Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter.
Is
Yeah,
that the one
that's
too?
a fire one.
Yeah.
7 Deadly Sins. That's another fire one on Netflix.
I
Check
got
that one
you.
out.
I'm a huge movie nerd, so anytime there's like an interesting movie, I'm out there.
Word. You got a favorite?
theater. Well, I watched The Quiet Place day 1 yesterday.
Word.
Horror movie. I don't know if you watched the
Nah, I haven't
first
seen
The Quiet Place.
Nah.
Have you heard of it though?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one with the monsters. If you make a sound, they kill you.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, with Sandra Bullock?
No. That was
Bird Box.
Bird Box.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's if
yeah.
you look at them, they kill you. So they had blindfolds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was big too.
You know which one that was really good that I watched recently? Parasite. The Korean one?
Parasite is good.
Different.
Parasite is
That movie
good.
was crazy. I was like, oh, this is tough. This is tough.
Because it's not just a movie. It's like trying to tell you about society too.
Yeah, it
like
was
wealth
tough.
gap and everything.
It was tough, bro. I can't lie.
That ending when he comes out with the knife and she's making a speech.
Mixy, bro.
Bro,
Mixy.
that's a great movie. And that's another thing, bro. Koreans have been dropping nothing
Killing
but
it.
gems.
Killing
Nothing
it.
but gems.
When it comes to artistry, they're on point right now.
Squid Game.
Yeah, they're on point, bro. Squid Games was nuts.
Incredible. Like the whole world was talking about Squid Game.
Yeah. As
Yeah,
it should
man.
be. It was that good.
It's a really good show. I heard about a tournament where they do Squid Game style competition, but you don't actually get killed.
Yeah,
It's
hope not. Hope not, bro.
I wouldn't mind doing something
I've seen
like
Mr.
that.
Beast do a couple Squid Game videos. stuff
For
like that.
real?
Yeah.
I gotta watch
Look
that.
it up. Mr. Beast has some pretty cool Squid Game type videos.
Yeah, that's another dude that's in touch with his inner child, like
Mr. Beast?
Mr. Beast.
Yeah. For sure. He might be a
Very
little autistic.
imaginative.
No lie. He's a man though, bro. I mess with Jimmy, bro. He's dope.
Mr. Beast, yeah, he's next level. But yeah, man. Anything before we wrap up, Benny? It's been a pleasure talking to you. We gotta have you back on the podcast.
For sure,
I know
I'll
you got
definitely
a
come
bunch
back.
going on. For
Yeah,
sure,
bro.
man.
If
For
you
sure.
come, bro, I'm there.
For sure, man.
You know that, man.
We locked in now. Yeah.
But as far as like social, yeah, you follow me on the socials. Real Benny, 2 N's, 2 Y's, double N, double Y. Don't follow dude with 1 Y. He is a dickhead. I do not like that guy. If you can block him for me, please do so. All right. But yeah, Real Benny, 2 N's, 2 Y's on everything, dog. That's me.
Yes, sir.
Come check me out.
Yes, sir. Benny Nwokeabia.
Yes, sir.
My brother.
My man.
Thank you so much for coming
Big
in,
love,
man.
bro.
We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Love y'all. We are out.